How do you incorporate it into your routine? What's sort of the cadence like
Yep,
for you?
so we do daily writing every day in some form. So Mondays this year has been our Frankenstories. So our daily writing is Frankenstories. So we set up the lesson, we go in and we do a session. After we've written our story, the kids then read their part of the story out. So it provides oral language and they have to read, the kids have to read and follow along. And then we go and do an editing as a class. So we take our story and we edit it to make sure it has proper punctuation, to adjust any spelling errors, and to make sure the sentence makes sense. And the whole class does that collaboratively. So we do that once a week, every week throughout the year.
And how long does that typically take you? Because for a grade 3 class, they don't have the best attention spans in the world.
Yeah, so usually the Frankenstories game component is about 35 minutes worth. So we always start our day off with our rules, and while we're doing our rules, that's their time to log in, get themselves in their accounts and ready to play. And so pretty much we should be starting the game by 8:40, ready to get going by, I'd say 9:15, with tiebreakers and things like that can sometimes slow it up, and occasionally pausing and giving extra time for writing. Usually by 9:15 the game has finished and we're starting the editing process, and depending on how much work the editing needs, it can take 10 to 15 minutes. So it can take 45, 50 minutes. Sometimes it takes 35 minutes. It just depends on sometimes the lesson and the quality and quantity required, depending on if it's a full story or if it's just like we did one where it was, we're going to the pool for swimming, so they had to write rules for the pool. So we were practicing using the right language, which links with our HAS unit around why a rule's important and how we write rules in a way that it's like, it's not just know this and know that, but to make it so it was inclusive. So please make sure you walk on the concrete instead of no running. And so they had to then create all these different rules for the pool, which were one sentence long. So it was talking about safety at the swimming area. We covered all those things, but it was a very short lesson because it was one rule. We did 5 different rules, you know. So that one took much less time than it would if we were doing like the big stories or one of the lessons of the month as well. Yeah, they take a bit longer.